War is no longer about destruction. It's about domination in cyberspace. In the decades following the collapse of the Soviet Union, the world shifted from an ideological standoff between East and West to a more complex global landscape. Yet the underlying tensions remained. Today, we find ourselves locked in a new form of competition, not with missiles or tanks, but with algorithms and data. Artificial intelligence has emerged as the ultimate weapon in the geopolitical arena, a force that has the potential to redefine global power structures. This video will dive deep into the emerging AI Cold War, a global race for artificial intelligence supremacy. We'll explore the strategies and ambitions of the United States and China, the two major players vying for control in this technological battle. We'll also discuss how AI is reshaping military power, global influence, and economic dominance. Furthermore, we'll consider the ethical dilemmas posed by AI surveillance and the potential risks of falling behind in this critical technological arms race. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer picture of where we stand and whether we are already losing in this AI-powered Cold War. So let's begin with finding out what the AI Cold War is. Much like the original Cold War, the AI Cold War is not merely about technological advancements, but about securing strategic advantages. The competition for AI supremacy centers on several key areas: control of data, computational power, and the development of machine learning breakthroughs. The AI Cold War is a global contest that mirrors the nuclear arms race in many ways, but operates on a new and digital frontier. AI is no longer a mere tool. It has evolved into a powerful strategic asset. Nations around the world are recognizing that whoever controls AI will not only lead in economic and technological terms, but will also exert significant influence over global security, politics, and trade. From defense to finance and even social governance, AI's applications have far-reaching consequences. Countries that dominate this space can use AI to advance their own national interests, while those that lag behind risk losing not just technological advantages, but also geopolitical leverage. Moving on, let's take a closer look at China's AI ambitions. China has strategically positioned itself as a formidable contender in the global AI race, with an ambitious goal of becoming the world leader in artificial intelligence by 2030. The Chinese government has made AI a central pillar of its national policy, channeling vast amounts of investment into AI research, development, and infrastructure. This forward-thinking approach is not only aimed at technological innovation, but also seeks to enhance China's geopolitical power and global influence. Key areas of focus for China's AI ambitions include surveillance technology, military applications, and AI-driven infrastructure. One of the most notable advancements is China's rapid expansion of its surveillance capabilities. The country now leads the world in deploying facial recognition systems, AI-powered monitoring tools, and predictive analytics. These technologies are primarily used to maintain social control within China's borders, allowing the government to monitor the behavior and movements of its citizens in real time. However, the scope of these tools extends far beyond domestic use. China is also exporting its surveillance technologies to developing nations, offering them infrastructure development in exchange for vast amounts of data. This practice has led to concerns about data colonization, where China collects large quantities of personal and national data from foreign countries, strengthening its technological edge and training its AI systems more effectively. The strategic advantage this gives China cannot be overstated, as the data collected is integral to refining AI models and enhancing their predictive capabilities. This not only benefits China in terms of technological development, but also allows the country to exert significant influence over the global digital economy and political systems. In addition to its surveillance capabilities, Chinese tech giants like TikTok, SenseTime, and Baidu have become powerful global players, shaping not just technological landscapes, but also public discourse. These companies, with the backing of the Chinese government, are leveraging AI to push China's narrative and ideals worldwide. In this sense, AI becomes more than just a tool for economic growth or national security. It is also a vehicle for soft power, allowing China to influence global perceptions and foster dependence on its technologies. As the AI Cold War unfolds, it's clear that China's ambitions are about more than just technological supremacy. They are about shaping the future of global power dynamics. Now the question arises, where does the United States stand? The United States, long seen as the leader in technological innovation, has found itself in a precarious position in this new Cold War. While the country has been home to some of the most influential AI companies, including OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and NVIDIA, it faces significant challenges in maintaining its edge. One major obstacle is the ongoing debate over AI regulation. In contrast to China's centralized, state-driven approach, the US has relied heavily on the private sector to lead AI innovation. However, the lack of a cohesive national AI strategy has left the US vulnerable to falling behind. The regulatory landscape remains fragmented, with no clear framework to govern AI's development and deployment. This is particularly evident in the areas of data privacy and ethical considerations, where US companies face growing scrutiny both at home and abroad. Despite its leading role in AI research, the US is increasingly dependent on foreign-made components, especially microchips, which are largely produced in Taiwan. The reliance on Taiwanese chip manufacturing has raised national security concerns. As China ramps up its AI efforts, there is growing fear that the US could lose its technological dominance if it cannot secure a more sustainable and self-sufficient supply chain. The US government's response, such as the CHIPS Act and export bans on advanced semiconductor technologies to China, has been seen as a step in the right direction. However, these efforts may be too little, too late, especially as China accelerates its own technological and industrial advancements. As AI evolves, it is reshaping the very nature of warfare, surveillance, and global influence. One of the most concerning aspects of the AI Cold War is the militarization of AI. Autonomous weapons systems, such as drones powered by AI, are already being developed and tested by several countries. These AI-powered systems could potentially be used in future conflicts, leading to new forms of warfare that are faster, more precise, and potentially uncontrollable. AI's role in surveillance is another critical front. While the US and Europe have been more cautious about AI's application in surveillance, China has fully embraced it, creating a vast network of AI-driven surveillance systems that track the movements and actions of its citizens. This has sparked global debates about privacy, civil liberties, and the ethical use of technology. In addition to military and surveillance, AI is being weaponized in the realm of influence. AI-driven content generation tools, such as deepfakes and AI-powered bots, are increasingly used to manipulate public opinion, spread disinformation, and sway elections. This new form of influence warfare raises serious concerns about the future of democracy and the integrity of information in the digital age. So, are we already losing? By most measures, China is currently outpacing the US in several key areas of AI development. China leads in the number of AI patents, research papers, and surveillance infrastructure. The country's centralized control over AI development, coupled with its massive data collection efforts, gives it a significant advantage over the fragmented and often slow-moving approach of the US. However, the US is not without its strengths. American companies continue to lead in the development of foundational AI models and software platforms. The gap between the two nations is narrowing, but the question remains: are we already losing the AI Cold War? Some warning signs are difficult to ignore. The US's dependency on Taiwanese chip manufacturing, combined with the lack of a coordinated national AI policy, presents a significant risk. As China continues to invest heavily in AI research and infrastructure, the US must act quickly to shore up its technological defenses and develop a more coherent strategy for AI innovation. What needs to happen now? As the AI Cold War intensifies, nations must act strategically to ensure they don't lose their place in the global order. The US must prioritize responsible innovation and invest in AI education, research, and infrastructure to maintain its technological edge. This does not mean moving slowly. It means moving smartly with a clear focus on ethical development and international cooperation. Countries need to establish clear and consistent national AI policies, particularly around data privacy, regulation, and security. The international community must come together to establish guidelines and frameworks for AI development, ensuring that AI is used for the collective good rather than descending into a chaotic free-for-all. The AI Cold War won't be won on battlefields, but in minds, in ethics, and in lines of code. The future isn't being fought for, it's being written. But who holds the pen? As we stand at the precipice of an AI-driven future, the world must answer this question. How can countries with less advanced AI capabilities position themselves in this new geopolitical race? And what role should international regulations play in managing the development and use of AI to ensure its benefits are widely shared? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this discussion interesting, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into AI and technology.